Ever wondered how Greece, a nation renowned for its ancient history and profound intellectual contributions, landed in the midst of a grave financial crisis? This intriguing question has preoccupied economists, historians, and political analysts across the globe for over a decade. Towards the end of the 2000s and the beginning of the 2010s, Greece, a symbol of ancient wisdom and the birthplace of democracy, was catapulted into a whirlwind of economic chaos that reverberated in international markets. This crisis wasn't merely a national catastrophe. It was an event of international significance with consequences that rippled across the globe. Greece, a country glorified for its philosophical, scientific, and artistic contributions, suddenly found itself grappling with an overwhelming tide of debt. This was the Greek debt crisis, an event that not only tarnished the nation's image, but also etched on the global economic canvas. The Greek debt crisis turned into a spotlight under global scrutiny, sparking heated discussions about fiscal management, economic stability, and the role of international financial institutions. It ignited debates about austerity measures and bailout packages, even questioning the future viability of the European Union. Economists were impelled to reassess their theories. Politicians confronted the fury of disgruntled citizens, and international institutions bore the brunt of harsh criticisms. The crisis had far-reaching impacts on Greek society. It led to unprecedented levels of unemployment, a significant rise in poverty, and a sharp decrease in living standards. The social fabric of the nation was strained, leading to civil unrest and widespread protests. Its repercussions were felt globally, as it highlighted vulnerabilities in the global financial system and questioned the effectiveness of existing economic models and policies. We will unravel the causes and repercussions of events that led to its emergence and the diverse factors that proliferated it. We'll explore the strategies adopted by Greece and the international community to alleviate its effects and examine the enduring imprint it left on the global financial stage. As the crisis intensified, it incited worldwide debates on fiscal policy, austerity measures, and the role of international financial institutions. Our goal is to cultivate a holistic comprehension of this pivotal historical event, ensuring that the invaluable lessons derived from this crisis are remembered and implemented in future policies. Let's take a more comprehensive look into the genesis of the Greek debt crisis. This formidable financial calamity traces its roots back to the early 21st century, a time of significant change for the small, historically rich Mediterranean nation. In this pivotal period, Greece made the momentous choice to transition to the euro as its official currency, a move that had sweeping implications. The complex mechanics of this transition would play a crucial role in Greece's subsequent economic downfall. Adoption of the euro was a multifaceted decision, much akin to a double-edged sword. This move at first seemed to be a game-changer for Greece. It granted the country immediate benefits, the most significant of which were drastically lower interest rates. Prior to the euro, Greece was subject to higher interest rates due to its less stable drachma. The shift to the euro, being a more robust and resilient currency, lowered these rates significantly. This turn of events made borrowing exceptionally easier for Greece, allowing for virtually unrestricted access to credit facilities. In layman's terms, it was akin to a teenager getting a credit card with an unusually high limit and no parental supervision. The floodgates of credit and loan facilities were suddenly flung wide open, and Greece found itself awash with newfound financial resources. The instant advantages brought on by the euro acted as a catalyst, propelling the Greek economy, a state of stagnation, into a period of growth and prosperity. The economic landscape of the nation saw a transformation. Infrastructure bloomed, businesses were born, and the atmosphere was charged with a sense of hope and optimism. However, beneath this shiny surface of prosperity, there lurked a looming financial storm. The government of Greece, buoyed by the sudden influx of financial, fell into the trap of reckless and unsustainable spending. The government expenditure started to far outpace their revenue, creating a yawning chasm in the nation's fiscal structure. Despite the surface-level prosperity, there was an eerie similarity between the Greek economy and a house of cards, perilously built on a shaky foundation of debt and irresponsible spending. By 2009, the consequences of Greece's excessive borrowing became painfully evident. The government, once basking in the glory of economic success, was rapidly sinking under the colossal weight of its financial burdens. Economy, once a beacon of growth and optimism, was now teetering on the brink of an unparalleled disaster. The national deficit had ballooned to an unsustainable level, and debt records were shattered. All these signs pointed to one inevitable outcome: a full-blown financial crisis. As the crisis intensified, Greece found itself seeking aid from international lenders. In a historic move in the annals of global finance, Greece, in 2010, was granted the first of 3 separate rescue packages by 2 major international organizations, the European Union and the International Monetary Fund. These bailouts were far from an altruistic act. They were loans enveloped in stringent austerity measures. Delving deeper into the bailouts, the first rescue package extended to Greece was worth 110 billion euros, followed by a second bailout of 130 billion euros in 2012, and the third one worth 86 billion euros in 2015. The European Union and the International Monetary Fund threw the financially distressed nation these lifelines with the intention of mitigating the escalating debt crisis and to prevent its domino effect on other European economies. However, these bailouts came with ironclad conditions. Greece required to drastically cut public spending and implement strict fiscal measures. This involved steps like slashing pensions, raising taxes, and embarking on a widespread privatization of state-owned assets. The intention behind these austerity measures was to bring down the country's deficit and stabilize its economy. The fallout of these measures had a profound and drastic impact on the socio-economic fabric of Greece. The country witnessed its unemployment rates skyrocket, reaching unprecedented levels, as businesses crumbled under the intense fiscal pressure. The average Greek citizen found their living standards plummeting drastically as the cost of living escalated, and wages dwindled. This resulted in a significant deterioration in the quality of life, prompting widespread social upheaval. The people of Greece took to the streets, their protest a mirror to the harsh realities born out of these austerity measures. These measures, conceptualized with the intention of reviving the nation's economic health, seemed to inflict more harm than. Greece, despite being beset with monumental challenges, persevered. This was accomplished through a series of rigorous reforms and substantial sacrifices, which facilitated a gradual bounce back. Through their tireless efforts and an unwavering spirit, Greece worked to forge a path toward economic recovery. The journey, though fraught with innumerable obstacles, was not one the Greeks abandoned. Their tenacity resulted in a substantial payoff, and by 2018, Greece had triumphantly restored economic stability. So how did they accomplish this? The answer lies in an intricate amalgamation of comprehensive economic reforms, austerity measures, and the advantageous use of the European Central Bank's quantitative easing program. The economic reforms encompassed a wide array of measures aimed at reducing public spending, increasing tax revenues, and overhauling the pension system. These reforms, though painful, were necessary for the country's stabilization and were instrumental in restoring the world's confidence in Greece's economy. The European Central Bank's quantitative easing program, on the other hand, played a crucial role in the country's recovery. Through this program, the central bank purchased government and corporate bonds, infusing money into banks and financial institutions. This led to lower interest rates, encouraging borrowing, spending, and investment. Such actions stimulated the economy, facilitated growth, and gradually led to the restoration of economic stability. Yet, achieving stability was just one facet of the battle. The real struggle was in overcoming the aftermath of the crisis, which was characterized by profound implications from austerity measures. The Greek populace bore the substantial brunt of this impact, with skyrocketing unemployment rates and plummeting living standards. Poverty rates also escalated rapidly, painting a somber picture of the country's economic health. However, during this period of hardship, there was a valuable silver lining. Important lessons were learned. The Greeks understood the crucial value of fiscal discipline, the risks associated with unchecked borrowing, and the vital need for robust economic governance. They discovered that a thriving economy wasn't an accident, but the result of sound financial management, responsible borrowing, and effective governance structures. The Greek debt crisis, harrowing as it was, proved to be a pivotal educator. It emphasized the significance of maintaining fiscal discipline, cautioned against the pitfalls of unchecked borrowing, and underlined the necessity of strong economic governance. These lessons, learned from the crucible of the debt crisis, were indispensable in shaping Greece's economic policies moving. The Greek debt crisis was a monumental event in the annals of modern economic history. It unraveled as a financial disaster of seismic proportions that reverberated across the continent of Europe and echoed across the globe. The crisis underscored the interconnectedness of global economies, revealing their susceptibility to chain reactions triggered by financial missteps. Like dominoes, an economic instability in one country can initiate a cataclysmic chain of events leading to financial pandemonium across the globe. Understanding these economic events provides a deep dive into how the global financial system operates. It brings to light how individual national economies can set off international economic trends. This understanding is not just another academic exercise. It is a crucial toolkit for identifying potential economic pitfalls and acting proactively to prevent future financial crises. As we dissected the Greek debt crisis, we peered into its root causes, its ensuing consequences, and its widespread implications on the global stage. Our goal was to untangle this complex topic and present it in an accessible and engaging format. Such economic incidents warrant a meticulous examination and heightened public awareness to ensure they do not repeat in future. The interconnectedness of global economies is a testament to how an economic tremor in one country can send shockwaves through the global financial system. The domino effect of financial missteps, as evidenced in the Greek debt crisis, underlines the urgent need for robust economic policies and proactive measures. Acknowledging these economic milestones equips us with the knowledge to navigate pitfalls and to act preemptively against future financial disasters. We trust that this comprehensive exploration of the Greek debt crisis has enriched your understanding of this economic event. Please subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Remember, knowledge is power, and with each episode, we strive to equip you with a better grasp of the global economic landscape. Until we meet again, keep learning, keep exploring,